All right. How's it going, Dr. Carter? Hope you're doing well. Uh, so here are my key takeaways from our class. Um, so so my original thoughts before I took this class, I took it because obviously I needed to fill the requirement. But I my buddy Gabe Ty, he took a class with you a couple semesters ago, and he really recommended it. So I was like, why not? Um, I knew this class was going to be interesting, but I was curious about what the actual material would like, what the actual like substance of the material would be, because it's life. It's just such a broad subject. Um, I felt like it was going to be a lot of essay writing with honestly, I thought it was going to be with like little personal insight on my own life. I thought it was just going to be kind of in like writings on, uh, a specific topic or something like that. So yeah. So my perspective on life before this class, I was very focused on my career path, which put constant pressure on myself. It was just me that was putting pressure on myself. My parents are very supportive and all that, but I just felt like I always, I don't know, just put that pressure on myself. So because of that, I did have some mental health struggles throughout college, but I always kept an optimistic viewpoint. So I guess that was good. But yeah, definitely some mental health struggles with that pressure and anxiety and stuff like that. So that brings me to parts work. And I think I took the most out of parts work. I mean, obviously, like all Inward Journey and all the other books were very, very insightful. But I feel like parts work really like hit something with me, um, especially with the in-class exercises. I feel like those meditations were very helpful. Um, I was really able to, I don't know, I like the one that really stuck out with me was talking to my one of the parts. Just I just kind of visualized myself, my anxious, anxiety attack self, um, on a couch next to me, and it was very cool just talking to him and getting. I don't know. I've never really done something like that, so I just had like it was a very cool like epiphany type moment, where I learned from him and I expressed my thoughts and stuff like that. So yeah, never really meditated that much, and so that really hit me. Um, what is really bothering me? What is helping me? I was able to see parts of myself that really helped me, and parts that were pulling me down. So there were thoughts that just stuck out to me that I never really thought of when we were doing those exercises. So it was very cool, to work on those. Um, don't suppress your parts. Understand their motive. That yeah, that's what I was just talking about with that one exercise we did. But I think like in golf, there's just whenever I have those like that anxiety or that fear of failure or the nervousness, I'm so quick to suppress it instead of understand like this is natural. Like everyone gets nervous, everyone has anxiety, everyone um, goes through that. So it this class kind of or this specific book kind of opened my mind up, especially with the talks we had in class. Just opened my mind up to like, hey, these are natural things that you know that everyone experiences, and it kind of changed my perspective on that. And then yeah, and then reach out to others, perform active listening. Active listening was one of the weirdest things, in that exercise we did in class was just so interesting because I'm so quick to um it's not like I'm trying to interrupt someone. I'm just so quick to give my thought on what they're saying. Like it yeah, I might be like listening, but like me, I always have to say something like, "Oh yeah, I agree with that," or like. But when we did the active listening, it was very interesting to just hold in my talking, and but I found myself doing a lot of body language and all that stuff. So yeah, very very cool. So yeah, here's my parts map. A lot of stuff in there. We yeah, we related a lot of things to golf, which was very, very cool. I mean, golf is just it's just one of those sports where you can, there's so many quotes about golf and how it relates to life and all this stuff. But yeah, basically, I mean, school, money, work, those are the things that are always over my head. Negative thoughts are always, there's always wind and you have to like navigate around that. Um, my goal is to hit the green, obviously. So that's my inner peace that I'm looking for. Anxiety is always going to be there. So I just have to understand that bunkers are always on basically every hole that you see. Fear of failure, you look at those hazards and you're just like when you try not to fail, you like, instead of focusing on succeeding, sometimes I'll find myself trying not to fail. And when you try not to fail, that's in your head and it never really works out. So there's a lot of metaphors in this that can apply to life. So the key takeaways from the rest of the class, um, don't worry about the end result. That was something that really stuck out to me. Um, it kind of relates to this one of my professors, one of my engineering professors, a couple semesters ago. He did a speech in our last class, that related life to a hike. It sounds kind of cliche, but and it did it struck a chord with me because like I'm just about to start the hike. He said, we're getting out of the car right now and I'm just about to start the hike. And the one thing that stuck out to me is like, just when you're doing that hike, don't forget to like stop and look around. So many people are staring straight at the ground, just hoping to get to the top. I don't know what that top is, whether it's success or retirement or whatever it is, but everyone's so focused on getting to that point instead of just enjoying the hike that's around you, or enjoying the scenery and all that stuff. Um, don't listen to your inner critic. That was one big thing that we did last week or the week before, when I did the tree exercise on the whiteboard. And being an engineer, having that engineering mindset, I have like 5 filters that thoughts will go through before I even express something. So everything I do is very thought out, and it has to be. Like I mean, that's just how you are when you're an engineer. You have to be very analytical and very thought out when you express a thought. So yeah, I thought that was very interesting, and maybe I should, kind of suppress or push that inner critic aside and don't listen to him for a little bit. Um, yeah, but geez, this class was very, very insightful, and I thought this class it has to be probably the best class I've taken at USD. And yeah, and Dr. Carter, I think you did an excellent job, like excellent job, especially I would have never guessed this would be your first time teaching this class. So I thought it was very, very cool. Um, and this is I always talk to my dad about the classes we have, and my dad gave me this quote and it stuck out to me. So I wanted to express it before I finish this presentation. But life is not a problem to be solved, but a mystery to be lived. Follow the path that is no path. Follow your bliss, by Joseph Campbell. So yeah, when I first heard it, it really hit me, and it's something that relates to a lot of things I expressed in this presentation. But yeah, I just wanted to end it on that. Thank you, Dr. Carter. I really appreciated this class, and it completely changed my outlook on life and just myself and how I am with others. And it was a very fun semester. So thank you.